Welcome back. In this video we pick up on a bit of Irish culture.
1st of May, outdoor.
We check out a World War II airfield and we give you our verdict on Bitter Springs or Mataranka Hot Springs. When you first walk into Daly Waters, you're immediately bombarded with a visual overload of badges, signs, art. Outside you have you've got horses walking up the street, donkeys walking up the street, cattle, helicopters or helicopter shells, planes, signs everywhere, KFC sign, you name it, and it all sort of just hits you at once. But I think if you were to sort of just come for the day, stop in, have a drink and go again, it's sort of like been there, done that, and you sort of move on to the next place, and you probably really don't get to experience the whole Daly Waters vibe. It's when you stay there for a night or two where you can let it all soak in and wander around and check out some of the displays and things in more detail that you probably appreciate it a lot more. And we think it's a must-see spot on the way through, and it's definitely a nice place on any of your trips sort of up through the Stuart Highway to just pull in and spend a night there. The staff are great, they're friendly, they engage, they really look like they enjoy their work, and that sort of comes through to the customer sort of experience at the end of the day.
Environment, what are you doing? Okay, it goes. 1st of May, outdoor today, but as usual, it do rain, so off indoors again.
So just up the road from Daly Waters, you off to the left-hand side of the road, there's a abandoned World War II airfield, which is called the Gorrie Airfield, and it was pretty big in its day. It was at its height in about 1943 or thereabouts, and had something like 4,000 or 5,000 people stationed there. And it generally was a service and repair type depot, so as the bombers and stuff had come back in, they'd fly over Darwin and land down here for their repairs and those sorts of things. And it had apparently cricket fields, football fields, tennis courts, movie cinemas, all those sorts of things, and you wouldn't know it now. It's all sort of slowly been recovered by the bush, but very interesting place. You can camp here. It is on private property, but you just sort of go through some gates, leave the gates as you find them, and it's a pretty unique place to stay. So when you get up to Mataranka, you've sort of got a choice between Bitter Springs and Mataranka Hot Springs as far as the thermal pools go, and they each sort of both have their own sort of unique sort of aspects. And when I said earlier, it was sort of like, which, what's our choice between the two? Well, it's pretty hard, really, and it's a bit like the taco ad where the little girl says, why not have both? Each of the hot springs have a camping sort of area pretty close. This one here is the Mataranka Hot Springs, and the Mataranka, I think it's called the Mataranka Homestead, which is a caravan park and cabins and those sorts of things. Short walk down to the hot springs, and all boarded walk. You go for a nice sort of a grove, and the pools here are a more sort of like a resort swimming pool style, where they've sort of got the concrete edges, the nice formed stairs and walkways down into the water. The water's the same in both of them. They're both sort of clear, crystal clear sort of warm thermal water, but the difference between the two is the Mataranka hot springs are more contained. They're a little bit smaller. They are more well formed, as I said. You don't quite get that natural feeling that you get in Bitter Springs. Similar sort of story over at Bitter Springs. There's Bitter Springs cabins and camping ground, and it's again fairly short. It's a slightly longer walk than the Mataranka hot pool, but it's still, only a 5-minute walk from the edge of the caravan park through to the Bitter Springs. Similar sort of feel as you go in, nice sort of grove of trees, and then the pool's very different in that it's just all natural edges. There are steps that get you down into the water and out of the water nice and easy, but the pools themselves are more of a running stream rather than a swimming pool. And you sort of hop in at one point and you just sort of ride the current, take a pool noodle or something with you, and you just sort of ride the current around. And it might be 5 minutes sort of a float around, and then you get up and you go around and you start again, and very enjoyable. And you can just sort of soak around there all day.
Did you get that, hon?
No, you have to do it again.
No. One only. Okay. One and only. Yeah. One take one. Snooze, you lose. Yeah.
Both of the thermal springs, Mataranka and Bitter Springs, are part of Elsey National Park, so you will need a National Parks pass to go and check the pools out. But Elsey National Park also has a number of drives and walks and stuff that you can do. Keep in mind, when we were here, the water in the springs was still clear, but wasn't sort of crystal clear as what it can be. And that was due to sort of the cyclones and flooding and stuff that they had before we arrived. But it was open and still very enjoyable. The water temps, they say, around 34 degrees, sort of constant. Doesn't matter if it's summer, winter, or whatever. And still quite nice. Even on the hot weather we had while we were there, it was still quite pleasant to go and jump in the water and have a bit of a soak after a long day's drive.
Two hearts running wild.